Rule number 1,
BIOS.
always right. Rule number 2, nothing else matters because
BIOS.
it's always right.
Indies are our only hope. Stutter? Oh, you hear the audio stuttering? Oh, wait, I just noticed it. It's the summer games themselves. What is this?
I have to do the whole thing from the top.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the Day of the Des portion of the show. Day of the Des is a nonprofit organization whose team of volunteer curators scours the globe for the best in video games for you to enjoy, with a focus on indie developers who are lovely, and you will meet them today as well as enjoy their games. And there's nothing else to worry about, so just sit back and relax and enjoy Day of the Des, Summer Games Fest edition. Oh, it's a prop.
We love Cappy Games at Day of the Devs. They've been making incredible games for 20 years up in Toronto. You might know them for games like Below or Super Brother Sword and Sorcery, or maybe you know their incredible puzzle games like Grindstone and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Well, if you're in the latter, we're very excited to announce their next great puzzle game.
Hi, I'm Eileen from Cappy Games.
And I'm Dan, Cappy's creative director.
We're so thrilled today to be able to give you a first look at what we've been up to at the studio since releasing Grindstone. Introducing Battle Vision Network.
EVN fuses cozy, color-matching puzzle gameplay with deep turn-based tactics to test players in fast-paced online battles.
It's a 1v1 puzzle battle in the galaxy's most watched sport.
Oh, this is
Battle Vision
interesting.
Network is a spiritual successor to one of Cappy's most beloved classic games, Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. BVN reimagines Clash of Heroes' puzzle combat design to center an element that we at Cappy.
Sorry, I can't with the stuttering. Like, come on. Wait a minute, what's this? Let me click on that to watch for later. There's literally nothing else. That sucks.
Play with deep turn-based tactics to test players in fast-paced online battles.
It's a 1v1 puzzle battle in the galaxy's most watched sport.
Ew, coffee.
Battle Vision Network is a spiritual successor to one of Cappy's most beloved classic games, Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. BVN reimagines Clash of Heroes puzzle combat design to center an element that we at Cappy felt was one of its most interesting facets: multiplayer.
Over several rounds, take turns launching attacks by creating color-matched formations with your units. Vertical matches create attackers, horizontal matches create defenders.
The rapid-fire matches last a couple of minutes. BVN isn't just about dominating matches. BVN teams spend a season vying for the title of champion, and the player community ultimately decides which team takes the crown.
Choose between multiple teams, bursting with personality and characters, each with its own playstyle and home arena.
Win a match with the Ragtags team, that win shapes the stats, outcome, and narrative events of the season for everyone.
Gameplay is simple enough to jump into, but as you rise in the ranks, you'll unlock new units, each with game-changing
I like
abilities.
the art style. I
and
just kind of
discover
wish it
endless new
was
tactics and strategies.
like a
Charismatic captains
Mon
run each
game
team.
instead of a puzzle game.
Captains run the playfield with big personalities and outsized power in the form of time-turning special abilities.
When building the wild world of BVN, we weren't just influenced by our own game, Clash of Heroes. We were also inspired by the theatricality and spectacle of Eurovision. Cappy's art team has outdone themselves with a fantastic roster of hand-drawn and hand-animated characters, fashion-forward collectible outfits.
Battlevision Network is a live, season-based game with new twists, new characters, fresh rankings, and narrative surprises emerging every season.
Also excited to feature a phenomenal soundtrack by our frequent collaborators, the incredible Jim Guthrie and Sam Webster.
You'll be able to play BVN on mobile, PC, and console, and we'll be announcing more details soon.
We're so thankful to Day of the Devs for a chance to introduce Battlevision Network. I'm grateful to our awesome partners, Netflix. Wishlist the game to join the fun.
Battlevision Network.
Our next title comes to us from the Game Bakers, a small studio in Montpellier, France, who claim to make games the same way they cook food, with a lot of love. Their next dish comes to us piping hot, fresh from the
Cooking
oven.
game?
Will take us to dizzying heights, which quite frankly give me the heebie-jeebies. So hold on tight, making its gameplay debut today. This is Cairn.
And oh, wait, this is a cooking game? This girl on this damn
Hi,
mountain.
I'm Emric from the Game Bakers. Maybe you know us for Fury or Haven. Fury was a hack and slash and Haven an RPG, but both were games about freedom. Live free to love who you want. Today I'm presenting our next game, Cairn, the final part of our Freedom Trilogy.
Aaron.
In Cairn, you play an alpinist who's climbing a deadly mountain. You put your life at risk to reach a summit that nobody reached before. You are obsessed by this ascent, and you are climbing to free yourself from your own chains. Cairn is what we call a survival climber. You have to climb, but also survive in the mountain. The climbing is very realistic.
Oui, oui,
You
baguette.
can climb absolutely everywhere, as long as you manage to keep your balance and stamina. If you are careless, you fall. Falling, trying again the same route or a completely different route, trying over and over. To make it, you have to push yourself, to go beyond your limits. Each wall to climb feels like
Can I just say, like,
almost like a boss
real
fight.
rock climb? Why? Like, why
Even though
would you
can
do
climb free
this?
solo, alpinism has a natural checkpoint device, pitons. But you have a limited
Just
amount,
fix him rate if you want to.
and using them at the right time is key.
They hate her. I've seen them. They hate her.
Eventually, reaching the top of the wall is extremely satisfying. It's freeing.
So does she do that every time
Thanks
she
for
makes it over a
watching.
cliff?
And wishlist the game to stay tuned.
A two-person team in Canada has been developing this next game, an absolute secret.
Why are the indie
over
games,
the last
like,
years.
more
As a
interesting right
fellow
now?
Canadian, I call dibs on introducing it. You may also recognize one of the developers' voices from their wildly popular YouTube channel. From Nanopark Studios and I Am 8-Bit
Oh,
Presents,
is it?
Prepare yourself for... Wait for it.
Is it Young Yeah? The gods of Asgard. Pokemon like? Digimon like?
Hello there, my name's Brandon.
And I'm Danny, and we are here to show you our game, Pedal Runner.
Oh, it's a Pokemon like. Aww.
Pedal Runner is a retro-flavored slice-of-life RPG where you play as a motorcycle courier that delivers pets to people in a city called Sapphire Valley.
In Sapphire Valley, the company Hannah Pets has developed new devices called Leap Cells to power their newest generation of digital pets by
For
using
real?
an unexpected fuel source: flowers.
Leap cells are delivered and installed by specialized couriers known as pedal runners.
It's like
As a pedal runner, this installation involves
Tamagotchi.
planting the cell and calibrating it by performing a sequence of quick and varied mini-games. Once that calibration is complete, the new Hannah pet begins to farm. You'll play as Callie, who's a new recruit in the Pedal Runner program. So being new in town and with a bit of a shy personality, Callie does encounter a few challenges along the way. Just from the difficulty of dealing with customers or talking to people in general, to their rivalry with a fellow recruit. Fortunately, Callie is joined by their pet companion, Kira.
Kira is unique in that he's
This
an
game
older
is
type
good.
of Hannah Pets, which is a simpler and now obsolete handheld model. So
Please.
with that
It
outdated
doesn't look
tech,
like it's
Kira
hard.
has some quirks, like his battery isn't always reliable. But he's way more outgoing than Callie, and so he's great to have around when meeting new people. He's practically indispensable. The Pedal Runner program will take Callie and Kira through the 4 unique districts of Sapphire Valley.
I feel like
Along
this
the
would have
way,
been cooler if
mysterious
it
differences
was
will begin to
like
surface, and we will encounter
like
individuals
stylized
who
3D.
think that there may be more to uncover about the new Hannah Pets sensation.
But it's nice though.
So, it's got motorcycles, robots, there's flowers, there's pets. We tried to really give the story some heart to it, and we just hope you have fun playing.
And thanks for checking out Pedal Runner.
Who's the YouTuber? I guess one of them was the YouTuber. The aesthetic is so on point. It's nice. Not the.
Developed in Shanghai by Polar Studio, our next game is a dystopian thriller that's as every bit Orwellian as it is Lynchian. It's a tale of temporal technologies, unimaginable body horrors, and psychedelic nightmares. This is Karma: The Dark World.
嗨，各位好，我是卡玛的 Dark World 的创意总监王永鹤。我们团队月朗工作室来自于中国上海，团队的目标是带给全球玩家有趣且有深度的叙事驱动类游戏。很荣幸借此机会向各位玩家展示由我们才华横溢的月朗团队所制作的第一款游戏《卡玛 The Dark World》。这是一款第一人称叙事驱动类的心理恐怖游戏，玩家将扮演利维坦思想局的任务干员，他的主要任务目的是潜入嫌疑人的大脑并调查事件的真相。玩家将在2个不同的世界中进行冒险，去体验完全不同的情绪和故事。一个是在反乌托邦的现实世界，你将了解到扭曲、压抑、毫无人性的社会观。另一个是用记忆所构建的脑中世界，你将看见诡异恐怖的画面，但却包含了令人
What in the world？
在这个游戏中，作为探员，你需要坚守意志，效忠这座城市的掌控者利维坦公司， 但直到有一天，你发现正在调查的案件发生了翻天覆地的变化，你冰冷的心从此开始逐渐融化。
What have I done?
这就是卡马的 Dark World， 一个你从没有体验过、带有浓厚电影风格的反乌托邦游戏。如果你想要了解更多关于这个故事的最后的真相，请访问我们的网站。
Whoa！
我们会第一时间告知你试玩的 demo 相关时间。最后，请大家享受预告片。
Ooh, a trailer? Okay, give it to me.
Fuck! My prosthetic! This isn't real. This can't be real.
I will echo.
Yeah, I get PT vibes too.
How do you follow up making 2 of the best indie games of all time? Make 50 more. That's what's happening with UFO 50. This is from the team at Mossmouth, who made Spelunky and Spelunky 2. It's as if you took the modern design sensibilities of today and went back in time and made an entire console worth of retro games. And it's coming so soon.
Hi, I'm Derek. I'm John, and we're part of the team of indie developers working on UFO 50, a collection of 50 games.
You heard that correctly. That's 50 brand new games.
First and foremost, these are not mini games. Some of the games are smaller, like arcade-style games. Others are quite large, with expansive worlds to explore. But every single game is a complete experience, from its opening title screen to its ending credits.
There's a story that connects all these games too. We invented a fictional company called UFO Soft that developed these games for a fictional 80s game console. This company's history spans from 1982 to 1990, and the games get more technically advanced as the years go on.
Really?
And as you explore the timeline, you'll find that some games have sequels or recurring characters.
We
That's
also
a
thought
cool
about the
concept.
limitations of the hardware. We devised a strict 32-color palette as well as audio restrictions to make you feel like you're in the world of UFO 50, no matter which game you're playing.
But one area where we didn't limit ourselves is in the game's designs. We were happy to build on modern game design and genres, and we strived to make sure that each game felt like a unique experience. Our goal isn't just to remind you of a bygone era, it's also to provide 50 fresh experiences. We like to think that UFO Soft was a company that was ahead of its time.
All of the games are unlocked from the start, so you can explore the collection in your own way. Every game's not going to be everyone's favorite, but figuring out which games you like is part of the fun. With so much variety, you're sure to find something to get lost in, whether you prefer fast-paced action games or thinky strategy games.
And we all have fond memories of going to a friend's house and browsing their game library for something to play together. So half of UFO 50's games have multiplayer. Either
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm not really into 80s style games, stuff like that. It's cool, but like I feel like
finally announce a release date.
We should just kind of move on
UFO 50
and just utilize other
Steam
forms
on September 18th.
of like, you know, gaming and stuff like that. But I get it's there to keep that time alive and stuff like that, but I'm like, you know, that time is there.
Please find our
it's
Steam
so
page
hard to
and wish list
improve
the
upon
game
it,
so
you know?
Be notified when it comes out.
The developer of this next game
I'll never
should
get over
be a
the
pretty
name.
familiar face, so it should be no surprise what they've cooked up. But nevertheless, it's still a world premiere. So take it away, Spry Fox.
All those who are lost deserve kindness. Oh, is this like an Animal Crossing? Pixel games. Pixel games are good, yeah, but emulating that era kind of bores me, to be honest. I have a threshold for how old a game is until it's just plain ancient. Right. Well, for some people, the 80s was a long time ago and very nostalgic, but since your birth predated Babylon, I can understand why that would feel like yesterday to you. I'm so sick of you guys. That's how I feel towards PS1 titles. Like, my era was Sonic Adventures and F-Zero.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Edery,
Arrow in
founder
shock.
and studio manager of Spry Fox.
And I'm Jamie Antonise, lead narrative designer of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit.
We hope you enjoyed the worldwide premiere of Cozy Grove.
I was at the end
We're
of
really grateful to be
PS1.
part of Day of the Devs, alongside so many creative and inspiring developers. We started Spry Fox 14
GameCube
years ago
Slay,
with the goal of making
GameCube
the world a happy
legendary.
place. This is the first game we're launching since we became part of Netflix. That's allowed us to focus all of our energies on making this game as delightful and
Another
as
Netflix
possible, and to
game.
bring it to all Netflix users without any advertisements or in-app purchases of any kind. We feel really lucky.
As you just saw, Cozy Grove Camp Spirit takes place on a haunted island where you'll assist an
Do you
unusual
play it
assortment
on the
of
Netflix
troubled
app?
But insanely cute ghostly bears. Each bear has a unique personality and backstory that unfolds through your interactions with them. It's a spooky but heartwarming life sim game where your small daily acts of kindness advance the story.
Cozy Grove is
We
still
want Cozy
going.
Grove Camp Spirit to be a game that you can come back to at your own pace for months, if not years to come. We want it to be a game that brings you joy and relaxation whenever you need it most. And hopefully, it'll be a game with a story that sticks with you forever because the characters really make you care.
Cozy Grove Camp Spirit is launching soon, so pre-register now on your mobile app store to be the first Spirit Scout on the island. We'll see you there.
Are you a dog lover? Then you'll be super into our next title. Hell, I'm more into cats, but this game is just so cute, I can't help but be into it.
The
Enjoy
scary
this
game?
teaser from Studio Tolima and publisher Don't Nod, featuring a puppy and their person.
Hey, hello everyone. My name is Ben. I'm the founder and creative
Oui, oui,
director
baguette.
of Studio Tolima. We're a small indie studio based in Brussels, Belgium, and we are working on our first title, Koira. Koira is a narrative game where you wake up in a snowy forest and encounter a small puppy who got trapped. You set him free, and together you go on a beautiful adventure and set out to reach Koira's house. This relationship is really at the heart of our game. In Koira, you go through a musical forest, filled with sounds to discover and interact with. For example, each character and animal in the forest is voiced by a different instrument. And you can use their voice to interact with the world, to activate ancient statues, to speak to whimsical animals, and to earn the trust of the puppy. To progress through the story, you can also manipulate items and use your new companion's unique abilities. With these, you can solve puzzles, but you can also just play together. For example, by playing fetch, building snowmen, or my personal favorite, playing hide and seek. As they journey through the winter wonderland, they encounter obstacles, they share laughs, and they save other woodland creatures. But if winter is magical, it's also dangerous. And they are not alone in this forest.
Stranger danger.
Mysterious hunters are lurking around and following them. Our goal with Koira is to create a universal tale which focuses on the emotional journey. We want to create a game that is as immersive and intuitive as possible. It's a game without any text nor dialogue. The whole story is brought to life through expressive hand-drawn art, frame-by-frame animation, and a beautiful original soundtrack. Let yourself be carried away by the magical and serene atmosphere of the forest. Contemplate and play at your own pace.
I'm not into it.
So if you'd like to be one of the first one to hear about what we're up to and our upcoming demo, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you.
I love a good puzzle game, especially one with a really elegant
Another
design that
puzzle
evolves as you
game?
play. Better yet, if it's got a beautiful art style or a captivating narrative to pull you through. Well, this game has all of that. This is Arranger from indie supergroup Furniture and Mattress.
Hola, soy Nico Recabarren de Mendoza, Argentina. Hace un tiempo hice un juego de puzzles multipremiado llamado Ethereal, junto con Tommy Batista. Desde entonces hemos estado trabajando muy duro en una aventura mucho más ambiciosa, junto con nuevos amigos, David Hellman, cuyo arte expresivo seguramente recuerdes por Braid, y Nick Sander,
What was
que con su
that?
creatividad probablemente te ha hecho soltar más de una risa con Carto. Con nuestra visión creativa compartida queremos traerles algo que se sienta fresco y ligero. Ojalá les guste este nuevo vistazo a Arranger, a Role Puzzling Adventure.
Okay,
In
are
Arranger,
there any
you
like...
play as Gemma, a slightly chaotic young woman who's looking to venture out beyond the overly
Okay,
cozy
I feel like
confines
skipping
of
this.
her hometown.
I want like, where are the
Always been a bit of a
indie
misfit.
games, like the interesting ones?
Which isn't helped by the strange way that she moves through the world. As she moves to the edge of the game,
That scary game was
and accepting
interesting.
a respectful grid, will puzzle your way past, follow Gemma's town, but also to cult.
Developer name Cozy Game Pals because their idea of cozy is a little twisted. Here's your world premiere first look at the very first release from Blumhouse Games.
Oh, is it that? Wait, which one?
Amy?
Oh, Beyond, it's your game!
You okay?
It's your game, I think. I'll protect you.
Do you see anyone?
It's your game! It's your
Totally
game!
empty. I hope the board looks as creepy as I imagine. Let's go.
Yep, there it is.
Hands entwined and hearts aligned, we seek the realm of the undefined.
What was that?
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy!
What? Stage 3.
I've got to get out of here.
Where did you go?
Like lesbian.
Hello? Amy!
Not the laughing.
Just go home, Viv.
Go home, Biv.
I'll save you, no matter what. Don't worry, Viv. Everything is going to be spectacular. I'm happy here. So happy.
A few months ago, this next game appeared on the interwebs.
Go home,
Out of
Biv.
nowhere. It mystified us. It seems like a novelty at first, but then you realize just how profound its mechanics and rendering engine are. From Crescent Moon Games and Those Dang Games, this is Screenbound, a game.
Hey guys, it's Josh Precison, and I'm the game director of Screenbound. Today we'll be talking with Kyle McKeever, who's the game developer. We'll be talking about the game's mechanics, how it started, and how it's going.
Hi, my name is Kyle McKeever, and I am the developer of Screenbound. And Josh, you and I have been working.
Oh, I
together on
heard about
Screenbound
this
for a couple months
game.
Now, do you want to talk about the idea of how Screenbound came to be?
So I was watching a video of someone playing a Game Boy, and I don't know why it came to mind exactly, but just seeing the image of someone holding a device in their hand with an environment in the background and something happening on the screen made me think, how could you link this all together into a game where you're playing on the screen and you've got a 3D environment and they're both linked? It started with a little prototype of just a character holding the device, having an endless running motion and jumping at
This
the
looks
same time, and seeing it in
exhausting.
2D and 3D.
And then the other part of it was the controls from the prototype. They weren't set in place.
Not the
I
exhausting.
think we were having this problem where you're exploring this world, but only facing forward, and you can move side to side, but you're only looking in front of you. So at first we're like, okay, maybe we can just do a 180 so you can at least go backwards, because we were constantly moving forward in 3D space. So we tried that. That felt a little weird. And then at that point I was like, you know what? Since most of the games out there that people are familiar with are first-person shooter games, why don't we try FPS controls? And then you implemented an FPS controller and kept the 2D
I mean, I kind of get
the
it.
same, and for some reason it just miraculously worked. So the device itself that you use in Screenbound is a quantum device. How that works in the context of the game is that the 2D world that's presented on the screen is actually projecting an environment as a 3D world, which is also how it works in the level editor, because the level editor is 2D, and once you finish your level, or you're finished working on it, it actually builds the entire 3D geometry out and creates a 3D world.
I think it's just a platformer.
Both dimensions are equally important, and you have to be paying attention to both to get anywhere.
Oh, you have to pay attention to both.
First of all, the enemies are in 2D. So if you're walking along in 3D and you're not looking at the screen, you're going to die probably within 5 to 10 seconds, because you're going to be hit by an enemy. You're going to see some distortion effect on the screen, and that's where like the two dimensions meet, and you're going to get pushed back and you're going to lose some health from your battery bar.
Not the
But
PSP.
Immediately, you're going to realize that you can't play one or the other dimension. You have to be paying attention to both.
When I'm testing and developing, if I lose track of the 2D side, I'm always.
I think it's cool. Would I play it?
And
Probably
that's how
not.
you die.
But it's
The biggest
cool.
risk in 3D is literally falling. It's pretty clear cut though, because everything translates fairly one-to-one. If there's like pixelated grass in the 2D world, there's going to be grass in the 3D world. Same with trees.
Yeah, all that stuff crosses over, except some of the puzzle elements or some of the things you only see in 2D or you only see in 3D, like the fan.
Yeah, you kind of solve puzzle elements more so on the 3D side, but then you survive threats by focusing on the 2D side.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll talk soon.
Our next game takes what you might consider a dream job and adds a heap of dread. You play as a zookeeper tending to animals, except something is terribly wrong. Developed by an international team at Clapperheads, this is Zoocosis.
Lord.
And I promise you've never seen giraffes like this before.
You think they're cute? I don't. You've all been to the zoo, and each of you has your favorite animals. But do you know what happened here at night behind closed doors? I'm Valentin Shukin, the lead game designer of the Zoocosis game, and I invite you to become a night zookeeper.
Okay. Just show us the game and not the zoo.
Oh, are you finally awake? Good. Get up. It's time
Oh, you heard of it?
Hurry up.
Oh, is it that thing with like the giraffe that was like in the corner? And it like had a long neck? Like it was like all alien like? Oh.
There's something in the works that you're not ready to know about yet.
The plot of Zoocosis was written in the best traditions of the thriller and horror genres. We aim to create a dark atmosphere resembling the works of Hans Giger, Lovecraft, and Edgar Allan Poe. We achieve this through lighting placement, color correction, textures, and environmental props.
This is our mobile veterinary station. Here you'll be mixing medications for our animals.
Are they sick?
Well, they can be. We need to closely monitor the health of the animals. We have some quite rare specimens.
Oh?
The mutation, the parasite, and the infection that's happening to these animals, it's kind of like reprogramming their biology.
Nah, I'm good.
The giraffe head acting like a large anaconda, slithering with its jaw unhinged, try to bite you. The concept of the giraffe set the basis of each
Oh my
animal
God.
having their own unique design and their mutation.
There also will be many endings in the game. Each of the endings depends on the choices made by the player during the game. Planning out all the endings was quite challenging.
They're coming after
We
5 nights.
dedicated a substantial amount of time structuring the paths and dialogues into a unified framework to ensure seamless functionality.
Every zookeeper is entitled to a service car. This one's mine. If you perform well tonight, you'll get one in the morning. Is that
A Lambo?
your wife? Should I tell her you're staying here for the night? Keep in mind, I'll lock you in until morning.
Your main goal will be to save the edibles, including the infected ones that have turned into mutants. Save them and save yourself.
We really hope that you will enjoy the Zoocosis releasing this summer. Wishlist it on Steam.
Oh my
Follow us
God,
on
my
social
Lamborghini.
media. Thank you so much for
Knowledge.
the support. See ya.
Why are you so jumpy?
And that's the game. Except not quite. Because see, in While Waiting by Optilusion Games, waiting is always an option, but not the whole story. And that's what I like about our next title. It's more than meets the eye. See what mischief you can get up to while waiting.
Hi everyone, I'm
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Games. We're a game studio based in Irvine. Today I'm thrilled to reintroduce our latest game, While Waiting.
Okay. It's the laugh that gets me.
While Waiting is a game about
Rewind?
waiting for things to happen, waiting for the bus, waiting for the
What do you
traffic,
mean?
waiting for the line to move.
Was her name Ariana or something?
Wings to... I'm the
Mischief you... And that's Optilusion Games, waiting is always not quite. Because see, in While
Her name is
Waiting by
Lauren.
Optilusion Games, waiting is always an option, but not the whole story. And that's what I like about our next title. It's more than meets the eye. See what mischief you can get up to while waiting.
Hi everyone,
Oh.
I'm Dom, the founder of Optilusion Games.
Okay, this is not interesting.
For people also have or maybe not your over direction, family, his friends, and his victims, as you follow Adam's life from birth to death, waitlist, wishlist.
During the selection process, this next game really caught my eye. It's got cyberpunk vibes, horror vibes, ghost vibes, all the vibes. With this game, Toronto-based developer Rocket Adrift really captured something unique.
Oh?
Psychroma is a cyberpunk horror game. One of the concepts that we wanted to really emphasize was identity, what it means to be who you are, and how horrific it might be if that was stripped
I
from
got
you.
the bell.
The protagonist has amnesia. You don't know who you are.
The idea of losing yourself, it seems like it should be the one thing that can't be taken away from you.
We wanted to set the game into a kind of cyberpunk future. We were really interested in the paranormal concepts and the more grounded future technology. Cyberpunk has a lot of themes that fit well with the story that we wanted to tell. The idea of what makes humans human, having your environment really impact who you are and what you're dealing with, this kind of dystopian future. That's kind of horrific in itself.
In
our main character Hayes, we also decided to make them non-binary and biracial. Part of that is what like creates a rift in their ability to like connect with other people. And so Psychroma was a great way for me to explore that part of myself, and like not being black enough for the black community and obviously not white passing. And I've never really been
I
able
felt like the
to
battling
explore
text
that or really talk
would,
about that
I was like
openly
literally
until
thinking that like
now,
that would get
I think.
annoying unless if you can't turn it off.
We like to write from our own perspectives, and I feel like that's really helpful for a certain kind of player that's looking for that in their narrative-driven games. It really is amazing to see people interact with the media you made and like get it. For anyone else out there that's looking to make impactful indie games, it's going to be hard, but the feeling that you get when you get that game into someone's hands, there's nothing else like it, and for me, it's way worth it.
It's time to get cozy, and this game is about as cozy as it gets, because it's about houses, just not quite in the way you'd expect. By Tanant Games, this is Building Relationships.
สวัสดีครับ ชื่อธนัท ปุษยางกูล ครับ จากกรุงเทพมหานคร and I'm here to show you probably the most stupid game you'll see all day today. It's a silly adventure game where you play as a house on a date.
I was like this.
And it's called Building Relationships. Take a look.
I just keep hearing cozy, cozy, cozy. I'm like, okay, but like, show me something more interesting, something new. Like, come on, indies. You're supposed to be carrying the gaming genre. What the hell is this? Look at this, the graphics.
Game, you'll find yourself as a new arrival on the island. You'll be exploring the area, moving around just like a real house.
Oh yeah?
Here's a
Oh, this is my real skip button.
Exactly. No. It's just doing in my life.
And turns it into something therapeutic. It became an absolute hit, and we're oh so happy to world premiere their latest DLC.
A cozy house simulator game with relationship. What are you talking about?
Hello, I'm Annie. And this is Lucas. Here we are, working hard, finding stars for a little to the left. It's a game where you solve puzzles by organizing household items. We think it's neat that there are different ways to
explore every inch.
Hello again. My name is Dwight Davis, and I'm the sole developer behind Hello Again, which is a game about being trapped in the world's coziest time loop. In Hello Again, you play as a diligent postal worker who is assigned the task of delivering a package to a remote island. One shipwreck later, you awaken stranded on the island and trapped inside an unexplained 12-hour time loop.
Cozy, cozy.
The three core pillars of Hello Again are exploration, conversation, and puzzle solving.
Oh my god. Cozy.
This is a dense game with
Stop
lots
trying
of
to get
strange
me on
locations
Overwatch.
and phenomena. So a lot
It
of your
might
experience
work.
will consist of
I'm gonna skip this too.
Zurich-based studio Oopsie Daisies. And at
Come
play,
on!
our main character has plenty of oopsie daisies of her own in this game. It has a twisted sense of humor and offers choices that'll leave you wondering, should I have done that? Yeah, it's probably fine. If you're looking to connect with your inner voyeur, this is the game for you.
Hello, we're the Oopsie Daisies, a small studio from Switzerland, and we are here to present you our debut title, Tom the Post Girl.
Okay, oh god. Little Red Riding Hood? Or cozy. That's what they should have called it. They should have called it the Day of Devs cozy stream. Is she a creep?
Accompany Tom on her duties delivering packages to the deranged.
Wait, what just happened? Wait, she can't resist what? Hold on, I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. Let me introduce you to Tom. She has a job to do. But she cannot resist. Peeping? She has to peek?
Accompany Tom on her duties delivering packages to the deranged villagers.
Peeping
A
Tom!
great deal, perhaps too much, about the locals. Her approach, although controversial, is highly effective, intense and obsessive stalking.
As you'll follow her, you'll witness a wide variety of scenes, each more disturbing and chaotic than the last one.
I saw that! Disgusting pervert! That's absolutely unacceptable!
Disgusting pervert.
But is that really gonna stop you from continuing to do so?
Quite the opposite.
What is wrong with people?
We were inspired by the Little Red Riding Hood, which you can recognize in the main protagonist, Tom. We then used her curiosity and exaggerated it to the max, turning her into a stalking post girl.
We had a lot of fun creating this very strange, unique, hand-drawn environment for you to explore, and hope that you'll also enjoy stalking around in it.
I like to watch the game, yeah.
We're calling to all fans of creepy cute narrative games.
If you're curious to follow the development of Tom, make sure to stalk us on social media.
And of course, wishlist the game on Steam. Bye!
Bye.
But I don't get it. Like, is she a peeping Tom or is she a stalker? Because it looked like she was looking at multiple people. She's not stalking a singular person or something. So the stalking part is a little weird.
The game is based in Jakarta and it's full of lots of life stuff. Happiness, sorrow, music. It's called After Love EP and it's awesome.
Hello, my name is Sasha and I'm the lead narrative designer of the upcoming narrative game After Love EP.
Dating sim? Ooh,
This game is about a musician in Jakarta who hears the voice of his girlfriend after her death.
Come on,
Coffee
Mama,
talk.
get up!
It will explore the theme of love, dealing with loss and grief, and finding your true self in the bustling city of Jakarta. This game was the golden child of my best friend, the late Fahmi Hasni, who sadly passed away in March 2022. And I know how much he loved this project, and he would want the world to listen to this story. So we are more than honored to pick up the torch.
These devs are really
continue his
sweet, and I
legacy.
heard their last two games were actually good.
Fahmi
Okay.
loved Jakarta very much.
It looks nice.
I'm always the introvert side of our friendship duo, and he was always the one who took me to all the wonderful places in Jakarta I used
Is
to
that
wonder
her in the
about.
game?
And most of those places made it into the game, like the places where he loved ramen or where he
Oh,
would
she
get
made a
his
game
coffee,
about
where he
him.
would meet
Were
his
they
friends, or
dating?
music. And I've enjoyed exploring those places in the game, like we used to do.
Oh my gosh, that's emotional.
We've
That's
had the pleasure of working with a wonderful shoegaze band from Jakarta, Alfalfa. They are very brilliant.
That's literally her in the game.
Sorry, I can't really help fangirling about them. Like, they are so good. And Alfalfa will be making the soundtrack for After Love EP, including the music Rama plays in the rhythm game. We are also really happy to be working with our main artist Soyatu, Soriato has breathed life into our characters with his very distinctive art style and also his love for the underground music scene. We don't have the release date yet, but we expect it to be released around October this year. So please bear with us a little longer, and thank you so much for your support.
He probably dies in the game.
We all need a good mystery to unravel, and the team at European developer Caligram Studios aims to please with their upcoming game Phoenix Springs. In this neo-noir adventure, you'll search for your lost brother while navigating a captivating world with one of the most striking color palettes I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Jigme Oiser, co-founder of Caligram Studio, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our mystery adventure game Phoenix Springs.
When I finally find him, my brother makes me promise not to go to the Oasis. So, of course, it's where I end up.
You play as Iris Dormer, a reporter whose search for a brother leads her to this beautiful yet eerie desert oasis named Phoenix Springs.
It is a beautiful place to explore. Life is slow.
It's giving interesting.
The air is clean. Secrets are kept. But should I stop looking for answers?
We call it a modern point-and-click game.
Not that it's giving
like
me
one
weird.
Of the classic of the 90s that we know and love. But the key difference is that you don't hold objects in your inventory. What you have instead are thoughts and concepts and ideas, like a detective pinboard, and you have to connect them with the world around you or mention them in conversations in order to progress.
Oh, that sounds annoying.
The game has been in development for 7 years now. We're a small team of 3, and one of the biggest challenges was trying to crack the art style, which is a combination of 3D and traditional 2D hand-drawn animation and illustration. Over the last year, we've been incredibly lucky to be able to take the game on the road. Places like South by Southwest Sydney, the London Games Festival, or IndieX in Lisbon, where he won the award for Best Art Direction. But really what we saw, the value of these events like Day of the Devs, it's not just being able to get the games in front of players, but really connect with other developers, especially in small teams, who might be facing the same challenges you do.
I will never stop looking for answers.
The game is set to release on September the 16th, 2024 on Steam. So you know what to do.
Beyond, stop
meantime,
talking!
The whole team, thanks again to the other devs. And we really can't wait to welcome you all into this little world that we created for you.
Road 96, Lost in Harmony, 1111, Memories Retold. Developer Digix Art out of France has had a pretty prolific run, and we're so very proud to world premiere their very next game. Spoiler alert, it has a lot of water.
Hi everyone, we are Alicia Ayub from Digix Art.
Here is the project that we've been working on for the past 3 years since Road 96.
We are really excited to present to you our new game, Light of Tomorrow.
So get ready to be surprised and enjoy the show.
I cannot have you on here.
Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. Best place to... Wait, you look familiar. Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. I'll introduce you to the joys of this amazing place. You okay? You're not going to die, right?
You'll learn what it costs to steal from Obin.
I hope it's the right one.
They have the same clothes.
Wait, that's not the thief. But it was your friend who did it, right? I made the mistake. You want to talk to me? Get on your knees first. Bastard! You won't get away with it! Your friend escaped with my Ozen. And now, you'll pay for it.
What?
With Day of the Devs,
Wow.
our mission has always been to celebrate the creativity, diversity, and magic of video games.
We strive to give a voice to emerging and underrepresented talent and to connect players with developers and their games.
For more than 10 years, we've featured hundreds and hundreds of games at in-person events, and our digital showcase have been watched by tens of millions of fans globally.
Better yet, it's all been completely free. Free admission for attendees, free to watch our streams, and free for developers to participate.
It's common for developers to pay many thousands of dollars to be involved in other showcases and events.
But Day of the Devs has never charged developers to participate, and we never will.
This is only possible due to
that's
sponsorships
nice.
and charitable contributions from people like you.
We want to continue doing Day of the Devs forever, but we're not going to lie, these events and shows cost a lot, and fundraising is hard.
We're so enormously grateful to everyone who has supported us all these years, but for Day of the Devs to continue, we're going to need ongoing support.
So please, if you love discovering new games and supporting emerging developers,
if you would like for us to keep on shining the spotlight on creators,
and especially if you are in a leadership position at a studio, publisher, or platform,
and have budgets that you can tap into,
then please consider donating to Day of the Devs.
They
without
said
your
if you got
donations,
money.
without your sponsorship,
without your help, none of this
If
would
you
be
have
done.
money,
and remember, we're official 501c3 nonprofit organization.
so all
Put it right here.
contributions are tax deductible.
To find out more and make a
If you
donation,
have
head on
funds
over
to
to
tap into.
dayofthedevs.com.
and email sponsorships@dayofthedevs.org.
Thank you so much for your continued
Thank
support.
you. Is that it? There's like another.
Stay tuned for Devolver Direct coming up right after Day of the Devs. Thank you to our
Devolver?
generous
What's
individual
Devolver? It sounds
contributors
familiar.
and corporate sponsors.
Let me turn
We
on
could
my-
not do this without you. And here's a list of all the amazing companies that have supported us in 2024 so far. You could be on this list too if you email us today. Founding sponsors: Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit, and our 2024 sponsors: Annapurna Interactive.
I'm pretty sure
Bone Load,
they
Devolver
get a lot of money
and
from big publishers.
Idea Xbox,
Free
Maximum
write-offs.
Games,
True.
Netflix Games, Nighthawk Interactive, Panic, PlayStation, Pop Agenda, Sabotage Studio, Studio MDHR, Summer Game Fest, UFO 50.
Oh, these are their sponsors.
Blumhouse Games.
Netflix
Thank you
sponsored
so
them.
much
Okay.
For your continued support. Special thanks to our guy.
That's it for Day of the Devs. Now they're gonna do.
beats,
I forgot
interludes,
already. I
musical
just said it.
poetry. Yet again for Day of the Devs, we could not make this show as bombastic and cool and vibey. without your
Bombastic
stuff, man.
side eye.
You're a genius. Check out his stuff. Dose One. If you love this program and you want to support us, sign up.
Is this another game? Anyways. Oh, that's it. Devolver Direct. What's Devolver? Anyway, let me look at that Batman trailer. Oh, well, I guess I better talk about my thoughts. Okay, so that kind of, I don't want to say it sucked, but it's not, it wasn't as, like, it didn't give what I thought it would give. Like, I really thought it would. Hero said 3 out of 10. Worse than mid. Oh my god. I think I would agree with that. It really didn't it really didn't give. Oh goodness. It really didn't give. Worse than mid. Like, I was really looking for, like, really cool, new indie games that are gonna like push the envelope forward or something, like new first person shooters, new single player experiences, like nothing crazy, just like new stuff. But we just kept getting cozy puzzle games. Like, okay, like why does it all have to be cutesy? I need a reward for lateness. Now they're indie, all right? Yeah. Well, this is also going to be a YouTube video, so what did you guys think about the Day of the Devs 2024 event? It was kind of lackluster for me, to be honest. Maybe more, much more interesting and cooler games will be showed out throughout the summer games, but that's just how I feel so far. Put your comments down. Put your thoughts down in the comments. Why do people choose to sleep? I forgot about that. Why do people choose to sleep? Is it because they don't want to awake from the dream? Shut up. Please, it gave nothing. Air? Air. What was it again? Oh my god, I'm totally forgot. It was from the Honkai Star Rail. It's because they're afraid to wake up. Why do people sleep? Why do people choose to sleep? Is it because... Woo! That's gonna knock me out. That's gonna knock me out. That was so funny.